Hello and welcome to the Minority Report Christmas special with me, Max Whittle. We're here at the Winchester Christmas Market to check out what it's like on the ice. We've got two of our reporters skated up and ready to go. Laura's coming in, Andreas is coming in. We're going to give them a camera and do a bit of filming, as entertaining as you can. Please try and fall over, guys. Have fun.
I got up how good it was.
Oh hey, come back in. Stop you there. You didn't fall over, guys. How was that? Was it good fun? Looked like good fun.
Yeah, it is good fun, definitely.
It's an hour for £6. Is that worth it?
I think, yeah, £6. I mean, obviously we got the student price, but I think £6 is really reasonable to go on here for a whole hour, yeah.
So how do we get people involved in ice skating? Is this enough? Once a year?
No, I
I'm
don't
not
reckon
sure.
so. Just to have a go with it for one time a year, maybe.
But you mentioned you're from Norway, Andreas.
Yeah.
What's it like over there?
We don't have ice rinks like here. We just have ice on the grounds and just play ice hockey or just have fun with that on the ice. And the surface there is way better than these things.
I think you made a friend, guys. Wants to
Yeah,
get on
I think
TV.
she's going to squeeze past. Are you going to come past?
Laura, are you going to watch the figure skating next year at the Winter Olympics? Would this encourage you to do so?
I mean, I'll probably watch a little bit of the Winter Olympics, but I don't think it'll interest me quite as much as what London 2012 did and other sports that we have in this country, purely because we don't have the facilities to improve. And I mean, I know we've got certain people that are really good, and we've had Torval and Dean.
And obviously Billy Morgan, a local boy, he's at Solent University, the Hampshire following. I mean, we're going to obviously be keeping tabs on him, surely.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I know he trains really close to the uni, but again, the facilities just aren't up to standards. For him to improve and us really be like a medal prospect, I think we really don't have the facilities here in the UK to do that. So.
What do you make of the Christmas market here compared to the one in Southampton?
Yeah, it's a bit bigger here and it's a nicer Christmas atmosphere, I think, with small booths instead of the big ones in Southampton. And with the cathedral behind as well, and the ice rink, it's wonderful, I think.
Yeah, nice atmosphere.
Yeah, I think, as Andreas said, it's such a beautiful backdrop with the cathedral here, and there is a really nice Christmassy theme. I mean, Andreas has got his Father Christmas hat on to get in the mood, but yeah, and there's music playing around the market as well, so yeah, it's really nice.
Brilliant. Now we're in the mood. Laura went to the Southampton Alpine Skiing Centre to find out how the skiers are getting prepared for the Winter Olympics next year.
Set in 150 acres, the Alpine Snow Sports Centre caters for both skiing and snowboarding, as well as other recreational activities. Many professionals have graced the slopes here in Southampton, including local boarder Billy Morgan. But I came down to find out why people get involved in snow sports.
Alfie Goss is a young aspiring skier who got involved in the sport through the influence of his parents from a very young age.
Well, I was first 3 when I started, and my parents just took me down here for some lessons to get used to it. Then from there I just came to a regular weekly training, and just from there I started to do races and get involved more and just be part of the team, really.
The youngster often travels abroad in order to compete against other children of a similar age.
Yeah, I do go abroad. I do training camps in Holland, Norway, France, and I've got races coming up across the Christmas season. At the moment I'm in an under-16 category, so I'm competing against all kids about my sort of age from all around the world, really.
However, Alfie does find it a challenge using the artificial slopes for the majority of his training due to the lack of realistic facilities here in the UK.
It is helpful, but obviously I prefer snow because it's more my sort of style, but I guess it's the only place I can really come on a weekly basis, so it's copable.
When it comes to competition time, Alfie talks about the different disciplines that he takes part in and the success he has achieved so far.
My main area is slalom, but then I also compete in giant slalom, which is bigger gates, and then also Super G, which is even bigger courses. I've won quite a few of my competitions, and we're competing in a season at the moment, and I'm ranked about 2nd or 3rd so far, so quite good.
He added that he hopes to be a future prospect to represent Team GB in the Winter Olympic Games.
I'd like to think so, just see how it goes really, and hopefully one day I could get up there.
Sam Williams has also been training at the Alpine Snow Sports Centre from the age of 12.
Well, I actually came here for a lesson down on the beginner slope over there, and I met someone who was training the race session. They said I should come along, and I first went to the Tuesday sessions, which is more for the beginners, and I gradually got better, and now I'm going to this session. I've been doing it for about 4 years.
Similarly to Alfie, Sam travels around the UK and abroad to compete at different events.
Yeah, I ski quite a lot. I've gone up to Manchester, and I've also gone to other countries like France for races. In Christmas I'm going out to Chamonix for a night slalom, which should be pretty good.
And manages to train abroad around 3 times a year.
Usually go to races in Christmas, summer and Easter, and I go to a training camp in Norway with Veskia, which is sort of like the federation for this.
However, unlike Alfie, Sam feels the artificial slopes are adequate for the training he needs whilst in the UK.
This is on every week, and they have quite a few of these all around the country. There's quite a lot of slopes, and I think as long as you've got a bit of time to come down, you've got enough time. Good place to build up your technique and stuff. It's not that different, it's just a bit skiddier.
The guys training here at the Alpine Snow Sports Centre are clearly of a high ability. However, the facilities do pose an issue for real progression in snow sports here in the UK.
Back here at the Winchester Ice Rink, Laura, what did you make of the skiing facilities there?
Well, I mean, as you can see from the package, Max, the facilities aren't great, and it doesn't really bode well for us improving in winter sports when we don't have the facilities here in the UK.
Okay, Andreas, it's colder in Norway. What are the facilities like over there? The access is better, I guess.
Yeah, it's way better. You got facilities in almost each town in Norway, and one of the best alpine skiers in the world is from Norway as well, Aksel Lund Svindal. He recently won another World Cup victory.
Well, I guess that's the problem, isn't it? You come down here for every Christmas, and that's the only time you can really do it. But Christmas time now, what's your favourite thing about Christmas?
Well, I think obviously being sports fanatics, the football and Boxing Day is always a great thing with my family. But just having the family together on Christmas Day and all the food and everything as well.
Andreas, do you celebrate it on the 24th?
Yeah, we usually celebrate on the 24th with the food and gifts, and we're walking around the Christmas tree and everything. This year I'm actually celebrating in London with some mates instead.
We spoke to several of the people on the ice at the Winchester Christmas Market, including Becky the Ice Marshal, who's worked there for several years and says that it does get busier as Christmas closes in.
Fairly busy. It gets busier towards Christmas, obviously, with the kids out of school and everything. It's busier on the weekends and the evenings, but it's been fairly quiet in the day, during the day, so yeah, it's been alright, yeah.
So does an ice rink like the Winchester one encourage people to get involved in ice skating?
Definitely, yeah, especially you get a lot of families and everyone coming through. You get people from all over the place coming here. We've had customers all the way from up north, from Southampton, from all directions, just to come here because they've heard about it, and they start skating around and really get the hang of it, and they do get into it, and you see them popping up at other ice rinks sometimes if you go to other ones, and yeah, I think it does really encourage people.
What about the Winter Olympics? We asked Becky for her thoughts on whether it would encourage people to watch the ice skating at the Winter Games.
I would hope so, yeah, because I don't think the Winter Olympics gets quite enough sort of publicity and etc. as the other Olympics in the summer, and it's really good. Snow sports are a really good thing to get into. They're just as good as other sports. I think it would be really good if people did get into them more, and it would be nice if it did encourage them to watch it more and get into it, yeah.
We also talked to a number of people that ice skated on the day. For some, they're very experienced, while others are just skating for the first time.
I've been once, probably years and years ago. She has never been before.
Used to skate a lot, but not that much anymore, no.
I've been here before, yeah, twice. So.
Not as often as I'd like to, no.
Not much. Just came for Christmas down here, so that's good.
So does coming to the Winchester Ice Rink encourage people to get involved with ice skating more?
Absolutely, yes, yeah. I'm just talking to my girlfriend now, and we're going to start taking it up again, so. Yeah, definitely, because of the fact that obviously ice is
due to Christmas time, so it sort of links well with Christmas era sort of thing.
I think it does, yeah, because I want to do more ice skating. It's quite fun.
Yeah, because like you said, there is a lack of it, so there is no opportunity to try it at any other time. So.
The problem with the facilities in the UK is that something like the Winchester Ice Rink only opens once annually. Is it a lack of facilities around the country that are keeping people away from the ice?
Yeah, because the closest one to us was one in Gosport, and that's gone now, so it's quite difficult to get to somewhere. They only come out at Christmas time. So.
Yes, I think, yeah, because there isn't an ice skating rink anywhere else.
No, it's not that, it's just the prices have gone up, haven't they, like in recently, so it's just too expensive.
At the Ageas Bowl to catch up with Director of Cricket Giles White to find out more about Michael Carberry's call-up to the England Test side.
I'd say that all of those things probably put cricket in perspective a touch. You know, you can get very wrapped up in the game, and as a player be quite singular in how you think, very focused. I think those different challenges that have cropped up over the years in his life has probably helped him put the cricket in perspective and let him go out there and play with some freedom, and it served him well. The last couple of years he's been exceptional, especially actually in one-day form of the game.
A lot of people watch the highlights show who don't understand the game because it's exciting, and that's what the sport is, and that's exactly what got me interested in American football is the fact that it was there, it was something new, it was exciting, it looks good, and I think hopefully in 2 or 3 years' time, if British American football gets some proper funding, the number of British athletes that we keep sending to American colleges would just increase on a tenfold basis.
I really hope that judo doesn't stay a minority sport, because it's only a minority sport in some countries. So in this country it's a minority sport, but in France it's the number 3 sport, in Japan it's the national sport. So we do our little bit to try and grow it a bit to make sure it's not that way forever.
I'd love to be a one county player, most definitely. It means a lot being a local player, and to think I've been here 11 or 12 seasons already is a great feeling. And I'd like to play a few more years, definitely, and I'd like the team to get better and better.
The NFL the American football is still a minority sport really in this country, so you've got to do everything you can just to welcome everyone in and make it, as a big family. I'm always keen to create a programme that involves everyone.
As soon as I knew Hampshire were one of the interested counties, it was a very easy decision really to come here. It's the facilities and the way the structure is of the club and everything here is geared towards being a successful club. So it was a very easy decision and very flattering that Hampshire were interested. So I jumped at the chance.
Its history is one of the longest sort of sports that have been around as well. So it's got a long future ahead of it, and hopefully it will just continue in its success and outgrow MMA. Continue being the sport it always has been, and really popular.
Nobody thinks it's going to replace the Premier League, and that should never be in the discussion. And it annoys me when some people say, NFL's no one's ever going to like American football. It's not the point. If it holds its ground where it is right now, and it ideally grows a little bit in terms of the fan base, terrific. There's plenty of room for lots of sports. And I think that the minority tag that's given sometimes is perceived as a negative, and it shouldn't be.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this series of the Minority Report. We'll be back next year with more, but bye for now. Have a great Christmas.